So we're getting down and come to see Alan. We'll just get along to his boat and see how he's doing. There's the boys. Come on. Bit of a damp day. It's a bit changed since I was down here a few months back. So what's the canal like in winter? Not that winter's properly started yet, but let's have a look. Mud. Towpaths are all mud.
Everybody, appropriate footwear.
Inappropriate footwear. Muddy towpaths. So that is the downside to being on the canal, is the towpaths do get muddy. So just along here we should find Alan's boat. Well, we should do, because he left it there. And here it is. Yep, that's the right one, Brian. Good lad. So night time quickly set in on the canal. Nice peaceful night. And by the next morning, really foggy. A good start, a damp November. Not damp enough for Brian though. And that is the view from the pram hood. So greeted by more mud for the dog's early morning walk before we get underway. We'll head back along the canal and go and get some water. But first, here he is, Captain Pugwash.
So here I am doing my daily checks. Need to be done because she's an old motor, 1998. Little lump. She's got some slight problems. I seem to be losing some gearbox oil. I've ascertained where it's come from, so once I earn some money I can fix it.
While you're in your hole,
yeah.
Do you want to tell the people about how you ended up in their head first and nearly broke your leg?
That's right. So I was facing that way. So I was facing the opposite way, this prison at the back of the boat. I had one foot on here and one on here. This one slipped and my leg went down in there. This leg was still up here.
And you nearly knocked yourself out?
Well, I don't know how I fit in because I managed to curl up, and my Jenny was running at the time. You know what I mean? But the agony when my knee was still stuck up in it, twisted it like that.
So the Jenny was running, but the engine wasn't?
The engine was running, the Jenny was running.
Good job it wasn't, and you didn't get mangled up in the belts or anything.
Yeah. So it was just that this is a dangerous game. Do not wear sandals and do boat maintenance. But then again, I'm back to sandals and doing boat maintenance.
True.
So,
but you nearly knocked yourself out. You could have killed yourself with carbon monoxide poisoning, and you nearly snapped your leg.
And you snapped my leg. There's the leg, the big thing.
And
yeah, with everything else.
And you were off work for how long?
7 days. That was 5 days work. No, I wasn't. I was off 10 days.
10 days off work.
Yes.
And you're walking again now, aren't you? You're getting around again.
Yes, I just can't jump around like I used to. But then again, a lot of us can't.
You're not doing the raves like 30 years ago.
No raves.
Apparently you were young once.
Apparently. So the rumour has it. Right, let's get on with this, right? I've got to go down here, and I'm going to, first of all, I need to see. That could be dripping from up here, though. It looks like.
It's looking like there's lots of drips in lots of places.
Oh, that's gone down quite a bit.
Well, have you had water in yet?
Yeah, so it's only ever had water in, right? So I'm going to have to. The whole system needs redoing. But the blast person, obviously, where I've ascertained the oil's coming from, it doesn't look like he's put a gasket on. It looks like he just put the gasket sealant round. and it's been bodged. All for £34.
We've got a little tugboat coming past there.
Little. I wouldn't say little. Engine oil is fine. Coolant. That has gone down. So there should be a bottle in here. I need some water in. Where's that long thin bottle?
You want to put water in there?
Yeah, that's good. That went in. Something more than that. I'm going to need some water here. I know you're taking photographs of it. You fill that bottle up? Oops. So I've got two little problems. One is that I think it just could be as simple as the radiator cap. It's probably the original.
Losing your coolant.
Losing the coolant, but there's a lot of rust around here. The paint's come off. I think it isn't releasing, or it's releasing too early. Or there's big massive pressure.
So letting pressure out the top of the...
Yeah, but there's no problems with the head gasket. That seems fine.
Well, the engine runs okay, doesn't it? Just your gearbox. So you're losing oil out the bottom.
Yeah, but that looks as though it's on. We've got that bit of cloth. There's a bit of cloth there. Said to put something on the tip. That's just the amount of oil I've lost over the last day. Looks like I'm fucking wasting that fucker. It's only going to piss back out again. Going to have a full service once I get through this winter. I can't be that's as much as is lost. It's not that bad, is it? No. Just give it a shower as well. Is that going to be underneath it? I'm not missing. That's why I'm not missing the drops. I know. So yes, there's water there as well.
What, down in the bilge?
No, it's just damp. That could have just spilled as I put it on. But
well, everything's damp today, as you can say. It's a grey day.
The whole bloody fucking world is damp. Right, where's me dipstick?
He's living in a damp world.
Yep, this is a damp world. Couldn't make it freaking easier to check. Thing is, this oil, it stays fairly
yeah, it's
clean.
thin oil, isn't it? So it's hard to say on the dipstick.
Oh, that.
Plenty in?
Plenty there, yes.
Plenty in, sir.
Just as bloody well. But I've been quite, because there was a massive oil leak when I figured it out.
That was on the first day you noticed it. Yeah, so there's a load on the floor.
Yeah, there's a load on the floor. And
problems will happen.
But I do seem to remember thinking, why is all that fresh oil in the bottom of the sun when I got the boat? But you don't think, that's because the gearbox is leaking. Because the guy who sold you it would have told you that, wouldn't he?
Not necessarily.
No, they wouldn't.
No, the world doesn't work like that.
No. Right then. So, you better boot it up. The keys are in the masking tape. There's a circle of masking tape on the top there. If you pass that, we'll start the engine up. And I'll see if I get some bubbles out of this header tank.
Right, you are, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I'm in this hole, you better turn it on because I'll probably kill myself one of these times trying to get in and out again. I've just done a few turns on the for the seal on the back. I can't remember the name of it.
Stern gland.
The gland seal. That stopped the water from coming in the boat and making us go glug. Everything's bloody wet at the moment. Can't get round it. My boots, work boots by the way.
So finding time on the boat is a bit damp at this time of year.
Yes.
It's all new to you.
I'm going to have wet feet, but
Boat life. So this is one tip I seen on another narrowboat channel where they push the rear of the boat off and reverse before setting off, and it brings the front of the boat out. You learn something every day. Damn trains!
So Alan, how are you finding the colder weather?
taking your stride. It's warm enough in the boat most of the time. I mean, condensation's the main enemy, but it's great. There's nothing else to say about it.
I see you got your coat on there, it must be colder.
Oh, it is colder, yes. You can see there's no solar, which is a bit of a damper today. But other days I'm getting 40 amps uninterrupted where I've just been. Whether we're going to get that any more this year is another thing. Hopefully it'll clear up and get rid of this shitty cloud.
Yeah. It is damper. I see you got the pram hood up to date.
Yes, well, we have opened the front up.
Well, it has rained a bit, so you've got the pram hood.
Yeah.
Just passing a few boats there.
keen-eyed among you will have noticed, well, the solar panel hasn't been fitted yet. Has it, Alan?
Where are we headed, Alan?
We're heading up to the water point, which at the moment we're just going past Bugbrook, but apparently it's Greater Haywood. We'll be stopping tonight, but we need water.
At least
Again.
you're getting plenty of electric now, though, aren't you?
Oh yes, for the engine, but solar's a bit crap today. But yesterday I was getting 40 amps. I mean, for at least 6 to 7 hours, so I couldn't complain. Today's a miserable. Hence the jacket
And the pram hood.
and the pram hood. And we've just scraped underneath a bridge there, by the way.
But you're still smiling, though, aren't you?
I'm always smiling, even with my gearbox is weeping.
This has been one of your problems, which I highlighted in a
Yes.
previous little video. And what's the problem?
Oh, there's a.
I did laugh.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I am now, but I didn't at the time. All I could think was, it hurt. Honestly, it hurt an awful lot.
Everything's really peaceful on the canal, even at this time of year. The blue plastic clothes horse does tend to obstruct the view. However, I'm living in the spare room, so it's been evicted to the roof. I know her, Louise. Only one, mind.
Will you fit under that bridge, Ian? Will this can be fit under that bridge?
Well, it's getting a bit later in the day, so we've got a couple hours of daylight left.
Yes. I
So,
don't know. What time is it?
Well, it's about 3:30. So
I've only got an hour.
what time's it getting dark now?
4:15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be in the dark.
Yes. Good idea to get some water before it gets dark.
Well, we need some because there's none on board. I haven't even got enough to make a cup of tea. Alan's on his usual.
Well, no, because nothing else to drink. And I wasn't the one that handed me the can either. So don't you fasten it on to me, boy.
I needed a drink.
Not long, just round the corner, and we'll pull up for the night. It'll be dark soon. We've done about 5 miles. Not a bad day's cruising in November. So problems you've had on board are
Macerator.
the toilet,
Yes,
the dreaded
and
toilet, one
we
of the
had
most talked about things on the canal boat.
We had a phantom lamb, and it must have committed hairy-carry and put one of its legs into the macerator.
So you've got bones in your macerator.
Bones in the macerator, yes.
Yes, I wonder what caused that.
I wouldn't think. Maybe we've got really good dogs and we decided to be sick in the toilet.
You live with the dogs again. The dogs come along and being sick down the toilet.
Well, he's trying. We're going to be sick all
That's
down
a
there.
trained dog.
I can't think of any other reasons how bones would get inside the toilet.
Well, yeah, never mind.
Never mind. No, never mind.
So a broken pump out.
Yeah, broken pump out.
But you're gonna get that taken out anyway, aren't you? You don't like?
Yes, well, I'll try and get it fixed, and I'll see if I can get away with it. But it just seems more trouble than for its worth, really. Mm-hmm. And there isn't a smell, but there is like. No, it isn't. There's no. It's just. It doesn't seem. I don't like the idea of sleeping on half a ton of crap. Because it's under the bed, you see. You know what I mean? And it's just the thought of it. I mean, I've got to turn that off. I can't think.
Well, you want to remove them, then, don't you?
Yes, I'm sleeping on, got 1,000 litres of crap, whatever it is. I mean, so yes, but that's just not the problem. I bought myself a cassette toilet anyway. So that solves that problem. I'm losing coolant, but it looks like it's just the cap, because the cap looks as old as the boat.
How does it go?
As old as the boat. I don't smoke.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, that could help us out.
And you've got a drippy gearbox.
I've got a drippy gearbox, yes.
Thingy band
but
at the back.
On looking closer, you can see where it's the
bit that
changes
like
gear. It goes from forward to reverse. It goes forward to reverse, and it looks like metal against metal. There should be a gasket.
But you don't know. You're just guessing.
No, but I can't see the gasket.
Well, no, because it's behind the metal.
Yeah, maybe. But
let's not technicalise things.
But it looks like there's no.
There's a lot of guesswork.
No, I honestly think they've used liquid gasket, and that's why it's coming out.
Well, never mind. Whatever it is.
Oh, there's a seal gone. I don't know, but there is a problem when you take the bolts off. There is a ball bearing and a spring, and my history with ball bearings and springs usually means.
What you're saying is you're not mechanically minded.
No, as in the ball bearing goes one way, the spring goes the other. You can only follow one thing, and if it hits you,
I know, and you would probably shoot you in the eye or something.
Put me eye
to go
out.
with your broken leg.
Put me eye out. I can't take the chance of any more damage to my body.
So no more flip flops over the engine tunnel.
No more fun. No. Then again, I've done it there. It's just wet. It's sometimes it's all new. I've never had that, and it is. I think if they designed these now, they wouldn't be allowed to do it like that. There'd have to be some kind of guardrail and.
I know, but what idiot would wear flip flops over a wet engine cover?
Because I only ever wear flip flops. Well, I know me wellies. I've been wearing me wellies.
You've had your wellies on today, and if you had your cowboy hat on.
If I had my cowboy on, but I didn't because I don't know where it is. I put it down somewhere. But anyway, it's more like a sun hat. You know what I mean?
There's no sun.
There's no sun. So yeah, it's been nice travelling during the winter. I've seen a kingfisher about 7 times. It was in and out, in and out.
It was the same one just going past your eyes.
It kept running ahead of the boat, flying ahead of the boat. If kingfishers run. You know what I mean? It'd run and then jumped up a tree. You know what I mean? But it was, as soon as the boat reached it again, and of course, I've enough trouble. I can steer a boat. What I haven't learned to do is steer a boat while using a telephoto lens to get a picture of a kingfisher. Yeah. Yes, I think the multitasking's come a lot later.
I think you'll probably wedge the boat where you're not supposed to. So
No, I've done well. We managed to spin it round in the turnaround point with not much hassle.
That was good, yeah. And the wind, what do you call it?
The
winding hole.
Windy hole, aye.
Yeah, you got it round there.
Got round, no problem. You know what I mean? We managed to pull up in short order at Rugby Boats. There wasn't much gap.
You haven't drove over anything forwards this time, have you?
No.
Just reverse.
I've not reversed over now,
yeah, you've done quite well this time.
I did ram Gate and Dock the last time I went there for water. That's because everybody was flustering me.
So you're a ram raider as well?
Yes, I know, because you've got this little knobby thing on the front, the bouncy thing on the front. I need one a bit lower down that looks after the bottom of the keel, like the front of the keel thing.
You need to be in a dodgem car, don't you?
Well, yeah, I want more rubber round.
You need a rubber ring round your boat.
No, but I don't. Honestly, I've not hit a lot at all.
That gives the game away, doesn't it? Accidents and claims in the last 3 years, sir.
None.
Well,
None.
not what's been declared.
Tell you what, the dent. This is a big boat, and there's loads of dents on it. Now I can honestly understand why. Because
are you claiming non-responsibility?
I've not caused any of the dents. The dents were there before we got it.
I thought you were just trying to knock them out by putting ones next to them.
No, I've never hit that at that point. And I think if I watch everybody's doing the same thing, they come in and they brush against it and all that. There's nothing much you can do really, because it's 63 foot away, and the angle you're coming in.
So you want a rubber ring for Christmas?
No, and it was a lot easier to do when we put the canopy down, the polar cover at the back down, because then you can lean over. But trying to reach round to see where your near side edge gun is difficult. It is for. I've only ever moved twice.
You do manage quite well, because when I've had a go, it's like zigzagging down the cut. You think we're trying to avoid U-boats or something?
Don't run the straight line.
I'm not going in a straight line.
There's nothing in a straight, and it seems to work. And I was daydreaming, and I was going a straight line, which is quite impressive. I thought. I mean. Because the first when you daydream, you end up thinking, why the hell am I going this way?
At the end of the day, you do extremely well, and I'm just wandering around the boat doing what I do. Making the tea.
Make the tea. You need someone to make the tea.
And I made the tea.
Yes.
But all good. Anyway, I'm going to go make another one. You can have your wine.
He's only bullshitting you. He's drinking wine as well. Did I swear again?
Look,
sorry.
Like I say, PG doesn't give you a hangover, so I'm going to stick with that.
But he is drinking wine. There's not only me who got a glass of wine here. But he's learning to sip. He's not very good at that.
He's laughing again.
Let's go. Bloody hell, man. Sip it, man.
You're a connoisseur.
Yeah, definitely.
A connoisseur.
I can connoisseur.
A connoisseur and everything.
Entire conversations.
Beep 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 beep.
This is London calling.
So then, Alan, burglars.
What about them?
Scumbags. You've had one. You've had an attempted break-in.
I did, yes. Luckily I was only minutes away. I just left the boat. And I got my phone alerted me I had a visitor. And so it's on camera, so immediately I looked, saw somebody back of someone's head.
Yeah, your audio and got them, and they're on video, and you came straight back to the boat, but it's scarpered.
Yes, I.
But you're left with a broken window.
And glass through the entire length of the boat.
I said obviously hit the glass with some force using the windlass.
Yeah.
But fortunately they never got in.
No.
But just as well you weren't far away. But at least you got good security and it sorted out.
It works. It's well worth it.
Worked well.
Right.
But it's not what you need, because now you've got to pay for a new glass unit.
Yes.
You haven't priced that up yet?
No. It's I can't afford it, so what's the use? What's the use of finding out I can't afford something?
Yeah, because you did have a few days off work when you nearly broke your leg. So
that's it. So
it'll get done, but it's boarded up for now.
Yes.
But not good. But burglars, beware. They're on the canal. They're around and about, and fortunately you stopped them.
Yes.
Anyway, have your glass of wine and chill out about it.
I will. I'm going to watch some Victor Meldrew because I fancy some
That's you.
trouble. I fancy some like-minded humour. Let's keep going. Sorry. I can't. I can't. I need a drink of wine. It's too much bloody tea during the day. That's what's done that to me. Oh man, I need a timeout. I want a timeout.